Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vamshi T N, currently in my seventh semester, pursuing BA in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. So, today I'm going to explain a project called Text to 3D Model. Whenever we want to create a 3D model back then, we used CAD or Blender, which would take a lot of time. And doing that also required a person who knew about the software and who like it would take up a lot of time. So now we can just generate using a single prompt. Like whenever we give a prompt, a 3D image would be generated. So first I'm going to explain my code. First I have imported a basic libraries. First I have imported express for my backend and fetch. I'm using a API key. So fetching of API key is important. So I've used import fetch. And whenever we want to save 3D model, we will always save in a form of .env. So we have imported .env file. So this is a basic setup of app thing. And here, this is my API key which I have copy pasted, and this is the API key which generate my 3D model. And API key endpoint. What is API key endpoint? Is from where you have generated your API key, that path would be the endpoint of this. So this is my endpoint. So this block is used to generate some 3D model, and here comes the prompt block. So whenever a user gives an input, the it takes an input from the user. So if there is something mistakes in the prompt, it would give a message missing in prompt in request. If it's correct, it would give receive prompt, and the receive prompt block will go for the API generated block, and this block creates an 3D model based on the user input. And this is for time. So whenever the user put an prompt, so it would generate a 3D model within 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, if it fails to do, the model goes back, and the user had to uh, give prompt again to continue the task. So this is you can change the time whatever the time you want. For my, I have given 5 minutes. So this is some error handling thing. So whenever there is some random error, right, like whenever the prompt is incorrect or something which cannot be generated, so those things is done here. So here you could see this is my project. So here whatever you want, first I'll generate some basic image like table. You could see a table is generated, and you can also change the color of that. You can give any color that you want, and you can give launch, and that color of this table is created. And one more thing is you can choose whatever the texture of the 3D image that you want. Here there is something called wireframe, where it can be used for 3D printing. Whenever it is connected to a 3D printer, it will print a base model of a table. After that, using another texture, it would create the whole model. So this would be easy. Whenever there's a very complex 3D model that has to be printed, you can just use the wireframe to create an basic base. After that, you could create a 3D model. So this is metallic thing. So, and one more option is you can capture the screenshot, like, and that would be saved in your desktop. So whenever you want, you could also uh, you can view this. And again, there is a lot of texture thing. And also we have a Meshi AI, where we can run this, and you can also see some this is for basic model generation. You can also develop like a kidney, brain, anything that you wanted using Meshi AI.